300% of the people that skip this step are more likely to suffer public humiliation, embarrassment, and emotional stress. And I don't want that for you. That's right. If you don't follow these simple steps, it can happen to you if you're in the buying process of a home. That's right. And I've got information that can help you prevent that. Do you know all about pre-approvals and pre-qualifications when you're about to buy your home? Do you know the steps you have to go through? Oh my God, yeah, pre-approval, more paperwork. Yeah, you know what? It is some paperwork, and it's done right at the first time. It is going to save you all of that embarrassment and potential disappointment. You've got to make sure you do the work. Not a lot. Got folks out there that can assist you, but make sure you don't just go for a pre-qualification. Hey, I'm pre-qualified. You can go on the internet and get all kinds of paperwork that's going to show you, hey, you're pre-qualified. Whoa, you can buy a $3 million house. What did he do? That means nothing. And I want to prevent you from making a step towards going nowhere. You've got to have a pre-approval. We want to make sure that you provide the information to the reputable mortgage company, lender, bank, and they're going to ask you some questions. You're going to have to validate some of the information. Yeah, as I said, there's some homework on your part up front, but it is going to save you from that major disappointment you may run into if you only come in with a pre-qualification. Now, just so you understand, there is pre-qualification and people have it. It's worth nothing to a seller when they see it, or to a seller's agent, somebody representing the homeowner. It doesn't mean anything. Now, hopefully you're going to be working with a professional on your side, a buyer's agent, and they're going to get you through the steps. But if you're just getting started, you haven't made that decision who you want to work with and you want to get a head start, don't think you're getting a head start by getting a pre-approval. You've got to get a pre-qualification. The pre-qualification, hey, that is going to take you to the ultimate final step, and you know what that is? You want a commitment. You want that lender to actually give you a commitment for the amount of money that you are comfortable with on the pre-approval and on the property, the house, the project that you are trying to finance. So look, you could get a pre-approval way up here. That doesn't mean you have to spend that much or allocate that much or go with that as your budget. You could also find out that your pre-approval is much lower than you thought. Like, what's going on? Well, there may be some things in your past that are wrong. There may be documents that are incorrect. You want to find that out now before you're in a situation where you've got to get the paperwork together, you've got to get it to the listing agent or the seller, and then all of a sudden you find out, oh my gosh, no, that's not right. No, that's incorrect. That's not me. You want to get that done now. That is going to save you tremendous aggravation and disappointment. So if you have your pre-approval, you've done it the correct way. Now look, when you're in the process of getting your pre-approval, there's some basic things that you don't want to do. You don't want to buy that new car. You don't want to get that new loan. You don't want to sign a loan, be a co-signer for someone else. You don't want to buy that new furniture. No, don't do those things while you're in the process of home buying. In the same vein, you want to make sure, look, don't change banks, don't switch anything around financially, and if you can, please don't switch jobs in the middle of this process. That is going to affect your pre-approval and ultimately your commitment. So there's things that you can do to position yourself properly. Look, in today's market, very few homes on the market. There's still buyers that are out there, and when they see the home that they want, it may be the same one that you want. You're going to want to be able to act quickly, get the right paperwork in the hands of the folks that need it, and the last thing you need is, wow, you've got a great price and the deal looks great and whatever, and then they go back and say, yeah, this pre-qualification you have is not going to fly. We're going to move on. We just can't work with someone that only has a pre-qualification. They want to know, they want to make sure that you are going to make it through to the closing table. So it is extremely important in today's environment as well that you get that pre-approval. Now, if you need help doing that, you can reach out to me, Fred Gomberg with Berkshire Hathaway, Fox & Roach, and I can provide you with numbers of qualified companies and individuals that can assist you and make sure you've got the right paperwork. Keep in mind, a pre-approval with whom you work, that doesn't have to be the last person, the last company that doesn't have to be the one that's going to do your final and your commitment. You can shop around, but let's first get you that pre-approval properly done, properly documented, so you aren't part of that group that gets disappointed and devastated, and then you lose on that home that you thought was going to be yours. Look, need more advice? Reach out to me. Tell your friends, share this with folks, check with other people. If you like what I'm saying, hey, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Hey, ask me a question. Tell me about your situation. Did you have it go smoothly, or did you hit some bumps in the road? It's all part of the process. We're all going through it. I want to make sure you are properly prepared. So you enjoy, and remember, make it a great day, and who you work with matters. Catch you on another update.